Netflix and Apple in early talks to buy James Bond and the Rocky movies. Really? MGM has now been reported, and that the company is in early acquisition talks for a deal that would involve selling off its impressive movie and TV catalog. As reported by CNBC, MGM has held preliminary talks with a number of companies to gauge interest in an acquisition. And these companies include Netflix and Apple. Ooh, interesting. MGM is home to several major movie franchises, most notably the James Bond series, as well as Rocky, Mad Max, and RoboCop. It has also produced TV shows such as The Handmaid's Tale and various Stargate series. Ooh, okay. MGM is owned by a group of hedge funds who saved the company from bankruptcy in 2010. As CNBC points out, the decision to sit on its catalog instead of selling it right away has proved to be an extremely good one. Given the current demand for high-profile content among the new streaming platforms. In addition, the fact that Disney and Warner spent huge sums of money on their own acquisitions last year could mean that Netflix or Apple are potentially in strong positions to make the bids for the MGM catalog. All right, so moving along with our whole stream of topics regarding the streaming wars and companies vying for hot IPs, hot properties. You know, if MGM is in a position to sell off some of their catalog, and they're doing it so willingly, you know, the article didn't really detail whether or not this would be, I shouldn't say they didn't detail. As I can tell, it seems that MGM is trying to outright sell the rights to their catalog, as opposed to licensing it through a potential buyer like Netflix or Apple. At least that's my take on this article here. Whether or not that has any merit in the long term in the whole development process of selling off or licensing their catalog is yet to be seen, as far as I can tell. I do find it questionable because, I mean, these are huge properties, namely James Bond. I'm curious as to why MGM would want to just outright sell it off. So interesting there. But if this is the case, in whatever capacity, and yeah, Netflix and Apple are in early talks to buy it, apparently. Yeah, I think they're one of the top streaming companies, technology companies, right next to Amazon, so they would seem to be a right fit for it. I'm always concerned about consolidation, but, you know, in lieu of us having a small segment of streaming services, yeah, I think a little bit of consolidation would be a good thing here. And the more that I can get quality content into quality content holders' hands, at least right now, I think is for the better. Now, I'm not saying a whole monopoly like just Netflix, but if we have maybe a top 3, at most top 5 streaming service contenders to deliver our content to us, I think we'd be in a good position to spend out our income amongst them to get, you know, all the top level content we love, as well as some indie content, all that stuff.